saying is you're not in mood. No Christmas spirit.
We had a high of 85. I feel like
You gotta wear a jacket? Like it's gotta be cold.
yes.
Is it gonna get cold?
Christmas morning.
Oh.
Could be, maybe.
No, I need Christmas Eve.
Right.
I'm in the mood.
The music you're playing today. Yeah.
I'm in the mood for Christmas, right? Welcome to the Closing Beat. How are we doing today? I hope you're doing good. Hope all is well with you. We are financial advisors here at Jazz Wealth, and we like to cover the stock market, all the same stuff that I normally say every single day. I hope you're in the holiday spirit, whatever holiday you celebrate. We're Christmas people. Is Charlie? Yeah, we're all Christmas people here. Yeah. I'm going to make sure. I don't know. Oh, Karen in HR said, don't bring it up. Don't bring it up. Just keep it normal. Merry Christmas to all of you that celebrate out there, and I hope you're all not too stressed out, right? Everybody just enjoy the time. You got friends and family and stuff. Don't overdo yourself like I am. We found out we're hosting Christmas, and our house is moderately under construction, so we've got a little bit of work to do. But speaking of work to do, we've got some work to do here today. Let's talk about the stock market. Welcome, everybody. Dustin. Hey, we got Dustin there. Hey, Dustin Dodge, man. Andre, Surf Life, WB Taco, Mike, David, Mike Skog. By the way, thanks. You're one of them, right? My daughter sent me a text. She was like, "Hey, is this one of you guys, your clients, your viewers?" I was like, "Yeah, that's him, man. I recognize that name, of course." Thanks for that. All right, let's get started. Our class tonight, Wine and Wealth. We do our end of year open Q&A. So if you've been putting off anything, you're one of our clients, you're like, I've been meaning to ask them a question. I don't have time to call. I'm busy, whatever. Hop into class real quick. Ask a quick question. I will be there at 8 o'clock tonight. We're going to be answering questions, and I've got a few things to cover as well. So we'll go over that. Stock market-wise, a little pullback here today, huh? Very normal, right? So if we look at the stock market, I'll start with the NASDAQ, actually. NASDAQ was down 2.5%. It's just back and forth, right? There's no information you can gain from yesterday or today. You had the Fed excitement, and then people go, wait a minute, we're not supposed to be excited about this. And then you have a little bit of selling off in the tech stocks. The tech stocks are the bigger stocks in terms of the index. They weight the overall index lower, or they're heavier weighted in the index, so it pulls the index lower. And it's very normal. This time of year to see this and watch the volume start to drop off, totally normal. We've talked about this before. I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow was a small up day, small down day, just back and forth and back and forth. So as far as our show goes, we'll just kind of cover things as they come up. Of course, there'll be maybe a little bit less to cover. But NASDAQ-wise, totally pummeled. In one day, just today, it gave up first place. So the S&P is now in first place year to date by about 1%, 1.5% there. And really, the NASDAQ was kind of beaten down today as a whole, like I mentioned, by those tech stocks. You got Adobe down on earnings there. Cover that in a second. Skyworks with the Apple news there. Xilinx back to the 50-day. Semiconductors were all over the place in terms of the back and forth and craziness going on there. QCOM reversing course as well. Adobe actually had earnings come out. They performed the worst. They had the biggest loss, only double-digit loss in the NASDAQ today. Down 10% on the day. It's not normal. Can I show you? Let me see if I can show you here real quick, because that's not normal for that to happen. And if you're going to use our research tool, if you're one of our clients, it's free for you. I'll see if I can hop in there real quick, because I think it was like one time. And I'll go like this. Let's pop this sucker up here. Do a rolling search and just say Adobe. Down greater than 20% in 4 days is where I started, right? So 4 days, that includes today's movement, of course. Just do 20 years to start, see what happens there. I think it was once, to be honest, which really Adobe is down 18% in 4 days. So total down 1%. It's just one, right? That's all you get. So let's change it real quick to 18% and research that. I don't think it's going to be much more. I didn't get a chance to do this, but there's a whole 3 times. Okay, so 3 times in the last 20 years, Adobe's lost 18% or more. You could see it there, 30% back in 2002, 2008, and 10 for both 18%. And then going forward, I mean, it's not a lot of data, but going forward was largely positive to flat. So you get kind of an example of what's going on. There's only 3 data points, not really that exciting. But what I did is, Let's go down here. We'll shrink this sucker. So wanting to participate in this one, what I did is I sold the 535, 515 put spread on this one in anticipation of really nothing or sideways movement. So kind of a late year trade to put on, but had some fun with that. Skyworks getting was the second worst in the NASDAQ thanks to the Apple demand news there. And I mentioned NVIDIA, I believe, almost back to the 50-day. You want to know, just be honest with you? You want to know what happened? Had about a 50% gain yesterday. I did not get around to taking that order. Today, I'm down 3. Yep. All in one day. Well, and you can understand, right? Totally reverse course there. So instead of like saying, oh, I closed it, I did great. I should have. I didn't. I'm sorry. I got the 260 puts there still. I gave back all the entire profits and then some by watching this reverse today. So I'm still sticking with it, but I did not get a chance to take the profits like we mentioned yesterday. It's kind of a bummer. You know, I probably should have done that. Anyways, other than that, semiconductors as a whole doing a 180, whether you're looking at AMD, whether you're looking at NVIDIA, Skyworks, wherever you're looking, you got basically a 180 from yesterday, and that's the NASDAQ. If you look at the S&P 500, it is first place. Year to date there, it's now in first place by about 1%. Holding up at highs, still had a little bit of a pullback day today. And like I said, just back and forth, nothing really to get excited about in terms of what's the next move, what can we do, what can we focus on. It's going to be a lot of the same losers in terms of the downside. Adobe, Xilinx, Skyworks, all the other semiconductors as well. Oops, you got Target down 5%, breaking below the 50-day. I'm sorry, the 200-day moving average. Etsy down 4%, trying to break below the 200-day moving average. You got Bath & Body Works getting a little bit weaker here as well. Otherwise had done really well. Retailers in general saw a bit of a weak day. Coming forward from that news yesterday. Gold miners, Newmont was actually the best performer today. If you look at the price of gold, gold was up 2%. People starting to move to a little bit more safety. We saw this earlier in the week where people were going to consumer staples. You go, well, what's the deal with that, right? It's kind of an odd thing. ConAgra with a big day today. That move to consumer staples continued in a bigger way. So the hint was like the last couple days. The big move was today. Here's Kellogg's, a name you don't normally look at. Things like this. Kraft Heinz had a great day as well. The cigarette makers or tobacco companies, Altria, even despite the, in the new Build Back Better plan that they're arguing about, there's a tobacco tax, quite an pretty impressive tobacco tax as well. But didn't stop those today. That's what you have going on in the S&P. If you look at the Dow held up the best today, was positive for a couple different points throughout the day. Verizon, I don't know if you saw it, Verizon got a little relief bounce off the lows here, a 4 1/3% on the day. They got a Google Cloud partnership there. JP Morgan, no real news, but that one was higher on the day with Goldman Sachs. By the way, JP Morgan's, the Chase, they're working with brokerage firms now to do what they call, I think it's called a rapid transaction request or something. I forget the name of it. But they're working on this technology that basically allows money to transfer instantaneously. So, for example, if you have a brokerage account and then you have a bank account at Chase, you'd be able to use your phone or your app or whatever and say, transfer $10,000, whatever, and it would instantly be in your brokerage account and it would be available right away. So, yeah, a little side topic there, but has not much to do with the stock today. Just one of those things they've been working on. Travelers officially back to the breakout zone area there. Kind of interesting. Apple was the biggest loser on the day. Was it the news that came out today, or could this be Warren Buffett rebalancing? Remember, as of 3 days ago, Warren Buffett, his portfolio consisted, Berkshire Hathaway, consisted of 50% in allocation to Apple, thanks to the move that it's had. If I just take a look at Berkshire Hathaway, by the way, official breakout, that could be confirmed right there. Broke out the other day, you get your second day move higher. That is technical traders saying an official breakout there. So we'll see what happens there. And it's Thursday, so we'll give you an update on our super duper guess the Dow, right?
Yep. We got 5 new names today. We got Kyle, Cody, Aubrey, Sancho, and Victor. 3 out of 5 our clients. So another good day for clients.
Awesome. Kyle, Cody. I see what we got going on there. Victor. Got to cheer on Victor, of course.
Yep, Victor. Yep.
I love it. Well, the Super Duper Guess the Dow is brought to you by my daughter, actually. Thank you so much for those of you that have been that bought jewelry and some of the stuff from her. It's pretty cool stuff. She really puts a lot of time into it. The link is in the description below if you're interested. But otherwise, if you're the winner of Guess the Dow, For 2021, we'll announce on July 3rd, $500 first place, $250 second place, and $100 for third place. And I swear to you, there's no games, right? We don't sell your information. We're not going to market to you. I will not send you one email. It's just a fun game. I think by now, if we were playing games like that where we were marketing and doing stuff, you guys would be talking about it, right? So there's no strings attached there. Not a big deal. Just a fun game between us here. New highs for the day. There you go. 67 new highs, 3 new lows. If we look, I'll start with Accenture. Big move today for Accenture. That's going to be earnings related, better than expected earnings, revenues, and raise their guidance. We've been seeing that this earnings season, although it's basically over. That if you beat on all 3 of the major metrics, you're rewarded with over a 1.17% gain, and that actually did the same thing here today. Or they got the same reward. Cognizant, CTSH up 2.15% on the day. That's a new high and also breaking into clear sky zone there. AbbVie broke to new highs, getting extended. It's been the new high list basically every single day this week. I know I'm going to regret it, but I sold the 140 calls on AbbVie thinking it's a little extended, looking for that to pull back or go sideways. I seem to always regret fun little short-term trades on healthcare stocks. Biotech, healthcare. They get me every time, but be honest with you, that's what's going on. Aflac breakouts here to new highs. Didn't finish at new highs because I'll give it a pass because of the market weakness today, but if we see a day of strength in the market, even a small, strong day, and Aflac doesn't go along, you'd be a little bit frustrated by that. And Schwab moving to new highs there. I think what you have, there's no real news. I think what you have is people just saying, look, I had Robinhood, and it didn't go, well, and so I want to take the taxable loss, but I want to be in the brokerage space, so I'm going to go over to something more stable, like a Schwab. That could be the case there. I can't say for sure, but that would be my first guess. All right, stocks in the news. There you go. You've got AutoZone there announcing a $1.5 billion stock buyback, just one of many. You guys know I sound like a broken record here. That's about 3.5% to 4% of their total market value for AutoZone, and the stock hit new highs on the news, then sold off with the rest of the market. Apple, what is it, the Digitimes? It's usually them or the Japan Nikkei. Said that demand for the iPhone 13 is a little bit lighter. That's what hit Apple. That's what hit Skyworks. That's what hit Broadcom today, if you're looking around there. Delta, down on the news, 2%. Actually, Delta said that they expect to be profitable in the fourth quarter thanks to strong holiday bookings. And doesn't matter. They still sold off a little bit. My Southwest Airlines sold off a little bit as well, but has yet to make a new low, so not too bad. And Visa, oh my God. So Visa is going to buy back $12 billion in stock, and they're hot on it. They want to get this done. $12 billion gives you an idea of the size of the company. That's about 3% of their market cap as well. So, it's not like super large numbers, but holy cow. 12 billion is a large number. You got Adobe reporting earnings basically as expected. They lowered guidance going forward. Missed a whole lot of different minor Wall Street sort of metrics that they set up for them. We talked about that already in terms of performance over the last 4 days. That would be an overextended decline there. And Lennar, actually, so I sold the $100 puts on this one really because remember yesterday we were looking at Lennar and it gapped down after hours to around the 104, 103 area. No other reason other than, hey, it didn't sell off as hard as it could have. Trading right around 108, 109. So I said, well, it recovered from that, right? There's already strength showing. So just a real simple trade there. We'll see what happens going forward. And other than that, fun one. Bruce Springsteen sells his music library to Sony Music for $500 million. It reported $500 million in there. So congratulations, Mr. Springsteen, cashing in on the library of music that he has. That's incredible. I will take your questions and see what I can do here. And happy to help. Let's go over here a little bit. Remember, tonight at 8 o'clock, if you have questions and you're a client, of course, be happy to help. We can get into some more details of all kinds of other stuff as well and make sure we meet our deadlines for everything, right? Make sure we meet our deadlines for everything. All right, let's see what we got. Did somebody say a bad word? Oh, the user retracted. Oh, so Cody didn't do it. It may be if you type certain words, it blocks it. We saw a list the other day, and we added crypto, we added Bitcoin, because there's a lot of spam, not in here, but on the comments of our videos, people will put like, I invested with Mr. John, and they taught me how to invest in crypto, and I made $1 million. So we typed that word in there and said, look, if somebody types crypto, just block it off. It got really annoying for a while there. Miriam doesn't like Springsteen. Oh man, I wonder. It's 500 million though. You know what I mean? What if he gave you 100 million? You change your mind? I don't know much about him actually, personally. I mean, obviously, got to know the music, but I don't know much about him personally. Honestly, if he walked by me at like Circle K, I'm not sure that I could pick him out. No, Cody either. I mean, I can picture him way back, but right now. Freebird? That is a song, but that is most. So I need people to hear this. You said Freebird? Okay.
It's his song.
By Springsteen?
Sure.
Okay. Well, let's let Cody have a second to look that up. You're gonna go with Freebird is a Bruce Springsteen song.
Yeah, it's also a movie apparently.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Leonard Skinner.
There it
is.
is.
Same person.
Yeah, it's the same guy, right?
Apparently.
That happens. Are you a millennial? Yeah, right? You're millennials. I don't know. Semiconductor ETFs, are they worth trading? The only one that I look at really is the SMH. It's the most popular one. There are others, of course. There's lots of different, there's lots of ETFs for everything, but that one's the most liquid, I believe, still to this day, trades 7 to 10 million shares a day. Actually, I say 5 to 7 million shares a day. So it's the most liquid. It is the most popular. Other than that, I couldn't speak for a lot of the other ones if you're asking there, Savvy. Yeah. MDT falling off. Yeah, getting extended there. I like that. I like the look of that. Let's see what happens, man. Thanks for pointing that out. Yep. Avoid your IWMs. Large cap outperforms small caps. Well, what about large caps being so extended here, right? You can't discount that. Agree with the logic, but small caps already pulling back. We understand that one. Large cap, I don't know. Just feel like there's some room there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you see as good support under dip level for ARK? That's a tough one, right? That one's in some bad shape. I think it makes new lows, to be honest with you. I don't think this is going to be your low here. I think there was a new position added the other day. I can't remember. Maybe it was today and I missed it. But you don't see any reason why some of these really speculative stocks are just all of a sudden gonna do better. So I have a tough one, that one. I have a tough one with that one. Yeah. Oh yeah, stay safe with your stocks like Tesla. Sure, yeah. Nice and safe. No problems at all. Boy, you will not disrespect him. I like that, Matthew. Joe DeFrancesco, does Jazz have an app for its clients? In the works right now. What happens if you're in the dojo, if you save it as an icon, it's not an app that you can download right now, but if you save it as an icon, it works on your phone just like an app, so it is mobile ready. It is just not an official app that you download, but that is coming. Yeah. Just out of curiosity, why you only sold puts on stocks extended to the downside, but none of the... I do. I just haven't lately. I did sell the AbbVie calls on today. I told you about that one, the $140 calls. I just happen to be looking. The way I look, I just happen to look for things that are extended to the downside. Yep. Oh, SoFi. Yeah, I haven't looked there in a while. Let's see. So you got SoFi. Yeah, okay. Slow pullback here, right near the lows. Yeah, I don't know. This is one where if you see this guy over here, so this little flush out, that's what you're looking for, but just right here. Maybe a big day that just everybody gives up. The obvious support breaks, at least temporarily. That might be interesting, but I have no reason to know or believe that this support would hold, especially with a market kind of saying, all right, tech stocks, fintech, and all of them are starting to get a little weak. So, yeah. Matt's asking, is the dough cart still around? It is. I just, we used it too much. I broke the little connector piece. So the back of it disconnects, and it's actually, what do they call those? A hoverboard? Segway type board. I use that every single day. But I need to fix the cord. But yeah, it's in the back there. More room to ride it around in the new place here. Yeah. I think small caps, you say, are they a trap or are they a discount? They are working on becoming a discount. They are not currently discounted here. I think you do see them break new lows, especially after multiple attempts to try to get out of here. I think you see them break new lows with general market weakness. So they are working on being discounted, but I would not give it that just yet. Miriam's got a new neighbor. I used to live not next to, but right down the road from where Hulk Hogan, when he was married to the first wife, they lived a beautiful house. That was not my neighborhood. We'll just say that, but that was cool. You're just driving along, and he's out walking around. Hey, how's it going? I love it. Is Pfizer a hold? So if you're looking at Pfizer now, why are we not wanting to take something, right? Unless you just bought it today for some reason. But for most people that own this, you would say this gets to a point where you want to take something off the table, right? You might hold a core position, but as extended as it is in the short term, I would want to consider taking some profits on that one, huh? Mm-hmm. I love it. Well, I'm going to wrap it up. I got to get ready for our class here tonight. I will wish you guys a good weekend. Hope all goes well for you. Appreciate you guys watching. I'm in the mood. I'm in the Christmas mood. Let me show you.